Well, it's been quite a happening week, and now we're on Friday. So let's have a quick look at as to how markets progress through the week, and of course into Thursday, as well as how Friday morning is looking for Asian indices to start off with. So let's start off with how global markets looked. A study on the impact of Omicron pushed global markets higher as investors look past Omicron now. A study on Omicron found that infected persons were 80% less likely to be hospitalized than if they caught any other variant. So all three US indices gained on the back of this, and they are up for 30 in a row, with banking as well as technology both gainers on US indices. When you look at the Dow, it gained over 0.5% in trade, and it's 1.6% higher through this week. Also, the S&P 500 was up around 2/3% in early trade today, or rather in trade yesterday, and gained around almost 2.5% through Monday all the way till Thursday. And the Nasdaq too rose around 0.85% yesterday and rallied almost 3.2% this week. When you look at European indices, the story is no different. European investors reacted to the news of lower risk of hospitalization, and airline stocks were among the top performers. They were the first to rebound. The DAX was up over 1% in trade. The FTSE was up almost 0.5%. The CAC 40 was up 0.75%, and the Stock 600 index was up almost 1% as well. Asian indices yesterday were pretty much broadly in the green, and they've started that way in early trade today, but in a more tempered manner. The Nikkei is up just about 8 basis points, so flattish trend there. The Shanghai though is down. It's probably the only index which is down in early trade today. It's down 3/4% in early trade. The Hang Seng is up around 1/5%. The ASX 200 is up, as well as the Kospi is up. Both the ASX 200 and the Kospi are up around 0.5% in early trade today. When I look at the Sgx Nifty, that's around 0.5% higher in early trade as well. So good cues coming out for India from that standpoint. When I look at commodities, oil prices have kept going higher through this week. Of course, after hitting that low on Monday, it's up now to $73.5 a barrel, a good almost $5 jump across this week. It's been quite a volatile whipsaw week that we've seen, and that comes obviously largely due to the positive news on COVID. Gold too is now holding steady above that $1,800 an ounce mark. It's at $1,810 as the festive season starts setting in. Moving on to how currencies are looking, the dollar is absolutely flat. The dollar index is hovering around that 96 mark. Treasury yields though have shown a strong spike over the last day or so. The 10-year yield is now just below that 1.5% mark as we speak, and Bitcoin also saw a sharp spike. It's up 5% now, and it's at the US dollar 51,000 mark. That's a broad roundup of how Friday morning looks in trade just before Indian markets start off.